Alright. Back again. And today we're doing Chris Borland. I know I promised Coney Ely that will be done tomorrow. I want just a little bit more time to look at some stuff of his, and really just want to get a video out. Been away on vacation, and didn't expect it to be that hard to get a video out at an internet away, but not everywhere has good uploads. So we're here looking at Chris Borland, linebacker out of Wisconsin, and some mixed reviews on him so far. Here's his measurables, if you haven't known already. 6 foot, kind of, some people say leaning towards 5'11", 248, and 40 time sitting at the 4.83. Nothing spectacular. Good speed for a linebacker. Nothing that's jumping out at me. 27 reps on the bench is fine. You know, everything, all those measurables look fine. You know, again, nothing outstanding. 27 reps on the bench, maybe, you know, I can't get too excited about bench press reps. As long as it's not like 10, okay. You know, the guy who's been in a weight room once. So, some negative stuff on him. A lot of feeling towards that it's like Zach Thomas, I've heard, but not Zach Thomas. You know, so I think Zach Thomas is such a very high praise. Zach Thomas should be a Hall of Famer. So, you know, if that's his ceiling, that's great. Let's be in our blind look. I was given the okay by one of the other video guys that looking at him blind will be okay. So this will not be a Hageman situation where we get a lot of negative plays. So I'm trusting him. We'll see. 2 games is Arizona State and Ohio State. So let's just shoot right into this. First play of the game, see he's playing the inside linebacker, middle linebacker position. You know, I think there's some questions, you know, can he play outside if necessary? Kind of quick blitz engage there. Nah, just full on blitz. He's coming on complete. So, kind of tough to read blitzes from a broadcast view. Gets underneath. You know, I like division here. You know, wants to fill the hole, but gotta be a little bit flatter to the line of scrimmage. Can't commit to backfield that hard. Blitzing again, not getting much done. Shoots his hands though. Ooh, is this a bad read or is this a good cut? Ran with the zone look. Maybe over pursued just a touch. Not gonna kill him for that, but you know, you get that zone look, and you kind of have to fly over the top on his own. See, he doesn't fly as much. Alright, let's watch previous play. So, zone look, and he just takes off. You know, no regard for anything, just takes off with line. And that's sometimes okay, except this is kind of a counter up the gut play. It's no counter step from the running back here. But he's not going with the zone. It's zone left. At least that's what he read. I see a double team here, and I see a double team here. That kind of says it's not zone. Kind of give that look though, don't they? Kind of a quick zone look, but then they kind of go into a power blocking. Zone rarely will have double teams. But you want to get these guys up to linebackers as quick as possible. Schematic just drawn up on a running play, that's pretty good. So, but you saw him commit pretty hard to that, and we'll see here. Not as much of a commitment, you know. He stays flatter. He's not shooting up. He's keeping his distance from line of scrimmage. You know, he's keeping it at 3-4 yards instead of giving it up immediately. That allows him to scrape better, but you know, that's part of the problem too. If you stay at that level, it gives the blockers from the offensive line a little bit easier chance to get up to you. You know, because they know where you're going to be. So there's some catch-22 at times. Again, it's not really a zone blocking. It's more like down blocking. And I think he might be reading it as zone, the way he's attacking. Okay, some good patience and great, great sideline coverage. Look like that's good. Catches the guy 2 yards upfield. So he seems like a good burst. A little weary of his, reading plays out of the line of scrimmage against this Arizona State team. So let's move up a little bit. Now into the second quarter. And here, goal line. We like goal line. Goal line's good. Where's he at? Then this is him right here. Closer to us. I like goal line. Okay. He's coming on blitz. Not aggressive enough there. Oh. Listen, you're up at the line of scrimmage already. You gotta just shoot a gap and take away a running spot. You cannot allow him to run the ball. You can't. Once you're kind of blitzing, you're kind of committed to shooting a gap, and not shooting a gap actually hurts because you're stopping. You're standing still. Watch him come up. Just shoot. I understand this guy's kind of going to the gap too, but you have to make the decision immediately, and just hope that the safety of our top covers here. Or, if you wanted to come to this other gap, that's where you should have committed to originally. But this stopped, and now he stopped and allows this tackle to just get off on him. He allowed that. Just not aggressive. Past 2 plays. That's where I want to see a linebacker jumping on the line of scrimmage making a tackle. Just not aggressive. Again, kind of caught in no man's land. At least he reads that running back run, because this is kind of his responsibility. He's not responsible for the quarterback. So at least he kind of read that one a little bit better. He's being a little more patient. I know I just said that. Excuse me. It's not aggressive enough, but on those zone plays, I want my linebacker to be patient. I want him to read the hole. I want him to get into it, fill it, make the tackle line of scrimmage. I don't want him playing wildly. The line of scrimmage, or excuse me, at the goal line, there's such a little amount of space. If you're going to blitz and be aggressive, get up in there and get through that gap and get into there in the backfield and make that play. I just don't want to see passive play at line, especially at the goal line. Okay, playing a little outside back here now. I haven't really seen too much technique-wise from him. A couple blockers got up on him, and he didn't shed them all that well. Coverage there's a little shaky. I think it was a wide receiver though, so give him a pass. Linebackers and wide receivers is just a mismatch. What was that? Okay. Scrape, gets under. He got under one guy, gets blocked by the other. The lead blocker blocks him. See, he kind of went no contact, and that, I think, hurt him here. Instead of just ripping right under him, he kind of took a outside route a little bit, and it kind of hurts him a little bit because the guy that this lead back is going to block this linebacker, but he's first to show, so he's going to block him, and he didn't stay in his assigned area, and ends up being a bigger play. Not really going to fault him there because you see a good technique, good rip under. Ooh, almost makes a play there. Good little deke move there. Shoots inside a little bit, makes the guy commit to the inside, then goes for a swim move to the outside and puts pressure on quarterback, forces by an errant throw there. Okay. This is him on the bottom. He's in the defensive end position. Interesting. Blitzing again. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to say. Look at this handwork. Shoots. Already has his hand on the left guard's arm. So that left guard's not going to get a good punch on him. Now he gets, the left guard rallies a little bit, but I just love, see his hand right there, right already on the guard's almost shoulder, and that takes away that guard's left hand completely. Left hand will not be an impact on our linebacker in this spot. So Borland's able to get that hand out. That's great. Then you see like all he gets is a punch in the right arm, but one-handed offensive lineman usually is enough to stop anybody. Doesn't stop Borland here. Great play. Gets in the backfield. We'll ignore what the end play was. But that was great. That's great. That's what I want to see out of defensive line. That's what I want to see out of linebackers blitz, and that's a terrific play. That's a 2 on the score sheet. If you're ignoring the missed tackle on the sack, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ignore it because I want to see a good play. I want to see him get big. I want to see him put his hands out, fight, good technique. That's great. I like that play. We're gonna end the Arizona State game on that. Let's go Wisconsin versus Ohio State. Do a couple plays here. Let's go to the second half. I want to see how he does later in the game. We'll just do a few plays here. Oh, we have an end zone camera. Alright, yeah, we gotta watch this play then. Okay, he's playing tight. See, I think what's getting lost sometimes, or excuse me, what's happening is he's getting lost inside sometimes. He's not coming into a gap. He's sitting behind his defensive tackle. Does a good job, knows it's, there's your 4th and 1 play, there's a goal line play. That's what I kind of want to see, is the aggressiveness. But I just kind of wish he'd shoot the gap and be like that right there. He sees the pulling guard. Just shoot. Just try and get under him. Because if they're pulling, this is where the ball's coming. There's a low passive there. Works out for him. His defensive line stood up the offensive line. See what I mean? There's just that little bit of hesitation. You actually see it. Shoot the gap here. That's it. You have it now. Instead, he's kind of like pushing on this guy, and it still makes the play. And, strong tackle. But man, could you imagine a big hit there coming through? I could just see it. Not that it's necessary, but just that little half-second hesitation. I think. That's the type of instinct that you want a linebacker to have, is to shoot that gap immediately and make that play for a loss, or a bigger loss than what that was. Is it that important? Is it like something that just, I can't draft him? No. But, I think that's the type of instinct stuff that you're looking for, though. I tell you, the first few blitzes, he looked a little rough. Since then, I've seen some good technique out of him. So that deke move to the swim on the outside rush, and then that shoot the hands on the left guard in Arizona State, and he almost makes the sack. So we've seen some good technique, and here again, he does that juke move, that deke, where he kind of like shows you he's going inside, then goes outside and swims over. I mean, it's a quick play. They hand it off quickly here. So, but if it were a pass play, that's he stays. Keep your feet. Oh boy. Well, sometimes athleticism wins out. That was rough. Oh man, backside pursuit just wasn't there. Okay. He's on the outside linebacker spot again. I need to see a good tackle out of him in the open field. Remember, this is a blind look. I don't have anything, no highlights or anything. I'm just kind of some fresh opinions on him just as we're watching. Plays useless and see where he was lined up pre-snap. Borland. Oh, there he is. Pre-snap, he's sitting kind of inside again. Pushing the outside linebacker. It was like nickel, I guess. Maybe they're in a nickel. Oh no, that wasn't a replay. That was live. Oh, my bad. Let's their goal line stand. Let's see how they do. There's kind of another half-second hesitation, a little bit. But that's why this guy got blown back. So little bit more understanding in this spot. And he attacks well, gets in there, great tackle. There we go. There we go. If this guy doesn't get blown back, this guy holds his own. And he went for a ride, this defensive tackle. I think we would have saw even better play at him because he read this immediately. So that's a great play of Borland. Filling the hole, scraping well. You see a good scrape, gets it over. Gets into the running back, good form, wraps his arms. Took him a second to wrap his arms, but they got wrapped. I saw it. So that was great. I like seeing that. Nice aggressive play at line of scrimmage. Okay. Giving up ground to the offensive or fullback. Yikes. I don't like to give up ground stuff. Be aggressive into him. So counter look. See, he's afraid of the quarterback's athleticism. Understandable in a sense, but you know what? If you attack that blocker, you're going to take away an angle for him to cut. Here's another blitz. Man, he looks aggressive on blitzes. Just needed some of that to translate in his run stopping. Getting a little flat-footed, but he gets under the blocker. Great job there. Another great tackle. Whew. So he flashes some incredible stuff. This is great. Underneath him, he takes his blocker on pretty much perfectly. One thing you learn is not to take on a full blocker, especially if they're running full speed. He doesn't take on the full guy, takes on half a man, gets his shoulder under him, and because of his positioning, ready for the tackle already, sitting up, squatting his legs, got the shoulder underneath the blocker, head to head on the running back, quarterback in this situation, and just, man, I think I want to end on that. That is such a pretty play. One last time, full through. Good play. Yeah, I like that. So, Chris Borland, linebacker, Wisconsin. Man, I don't know about Zach Thomas so much. I have a hard time comparing guys to future Hall of Famers. But there is a lot to like. I think his aggressiveness when he's blitzing and his technique getting through a line of scrimmage is great. So I think that could translate. You can see this guy has, technique and moves and stuff to get by somebody. And if you have that ability, that could always translate to something later on. Whether that's putting you outside linebacker or just, you can send this guy in a blitz and get to the quarterback. If it's necessary, if you're not getting the pressure from your defensive line. So, just having that in the back pocket is great. I think a few times open field we see a little hesitation. We see him overcommitting a couple times. Linebackers, it's a lot of instinct and a lot of film work and, guesswork at times too. And I think we just saw a couple plays where he got caught in Arizona State where they kind of ran a zone look and he kind of commits too much to a side and it wasn't there. So is that the terrible thing? No, I just want to see my linebacker aggressive, but when he's aggressive, I want to make sure he's able to make the plays. Because that we saw in that very last play against Ohio State, squares himself up, gets his right shoulder, dips under the running back that's blocking. Excuse me. It's underneath the running back that's blocking. Gets into a form tackle position. That running back, because of the way he set himself up, good leg base, good drive, gets underneath the guy. No, he doesn't lose any ground whatsoever. Actually, it just kind of momentum takes him into the tackle. And that's perfect. That's what you want to see. So, we've seen some very good flashes there. The negatives really didn't bother me too much. Yeah, a little hesitation here and there. That can be bad for sure, but I do think that all those positives they've shown is why he's probably going to be a day 2 pick, an early day 2 pick. I just don't see anything outstanding. I'm sitting here jaw on the floor, and I think for a middle linebacker in the first round, that's kind of what you have to have. As we've seen with guys like Aaron Curry, and a little weary about drafting linebackers with early round picks, just because that instinctiveness that we're talking about, that has to be there, and you have to be sure of that. But I do like what I've seen there. Again, that's a blind look, and blind looks don't give you the whole story at times. But so hope you enjoyed Chris Borland, linebacker of Wisconsin. Thanks to Draft Breakdown again for the tapes, and I will definitely try to have Coney Ely out tomorrow. I just want to look at him, get a few more looks at a couple games that they have up there. But I definitely want to get something out today. So Ely should be done tomorrow, and then we'll work from there. So see you guys then.